In this video, we are going to show you the perfect itinerary for Montreal. One of the questions we get the most is how to build a logical itinerary through the largest French-speaking city in North America. To see the absolute basics just downtown, and the old city you need 3 days. But to take it easy, visit museums, climb Mount Royal, and explore incredible neighborhoods off the beaten path, we recommend at least 5 to 6 days. That is why we prepared a super complete 6-day itinerary with the best of Montreal grouped by region so you do not waste time. So let us get started. What is the best time to visit Montreal? The city lives through extreme climates. The best time by far is summer from June to September, when the city turns into an open-air stage with jazz and comedy festivals. Autumn in September and October is visually spectacular with the tree leaves turning red and orange. Summer is hot and humid, perfect for walking. Winter from December to March is brutally cold, with lots of snow and temperatures reaching 22 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. But it is the season for the underground city and skiing. Spring is the thaw season, and there can be a lot of slush on the streets. And how many days to stay in Montreal? The city is dense and has many neighborhoods. The #1 mistake is thinking that Montreal is just the historic part. It is formed by vibrant neighborhoods like the Plateau and Mile End. The bare minimum we recommend is 4 full days, but the ideal is 6 days to include a day trip to Quebec City or Ottawa. Now let us get to the day by day. Day 1. European Charm. Old Montreal and Old Port. Start the day at Place d'Armes Metro Station. Visit the Notre Dame Basilica. It is the most beautiful church in North America with a stunning blue and gold interior. The visit costs about $12. Extra tip: come back at night for the Aura Light Show, which is moving, and costs about $25. Walk through Place d'Armes and see the Bank of Montreal building. Head to St. Paul Street, the oldest in the city, full of art galleries and souvenir shops. Have lunch on one of the terraces at Place Jacques Cartier, watching street artists. In the afternoon, go to the Old Port. Walk along the boardwalk by the St. Lawrence River. Ride the Montreal Observation Wheel to see the city from above. The ticket costs about $20. If it is summer, do the urban zip line. If it is winter, ice skate on the port rink. Have dinner at Jardin Nelson in summer to eat crepes to the sound of live jazz. Staying in a good region will make your trip much easier. The strategy in Montreal is to choose between historical charm or modern practicality. The first option, and the most practical, is downtown. The advantage is that you are close to the shops on St. Catherine Street museums and have direct access to the underground city, which is vital in winter. The disadvantage is that it is a more commercial area. The second option is Old Montreal. The advantage is the European charm, cobblestone streets, and romantic restaurants. The disadvantage is the high price and distance from the metro. The third coolest option is Plateau Mont Royal. The advantage is local life, colorful houses and cafes. The disadvantage is that many buildings do not have elevators. We created this personalized map that explains exactly which is the best region. Staying near a green or orange line metro station, you cannot go wrong. We will leave here on the screen QR code and in the video description the link to this map. We created them on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices and free cancellation. And remembering that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to set up your entire trip for the lowest price. The sites we use to build our trips, and that have everything much cheaper, such as international eSIM cell phone, chip discounted travel insurance tickets for all the attractions we mentioned, good and cheap hotels we have already stayed at, and the global account to carry Canadian dollars paying much lower fees. Save this page in your favorites. Day 2. The heart of the city. Downtown and Mount Royal. In the morning, go to Peel or McGill Metro Station. Explore the underground city known as RESO, especially if it is cold. It is 20 miles of tunnels connecting malls like Eaton Centre and Place Montreal Trust. See the Barbie Expo at Les Cours Mont Royal, which is free and impressive. Walk along St. Catherine Street, the shopping paradise, and visit the Simons department store. Visit the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts on Sherbrooke Street, which has incredible exhibitions and costs about $18 free for those under 31 in some cases. In the afternoon, climb Mount Royal. Take bus number 11 at Mont Royal Station to go up without getting tired. Get off at the Kondiaronk lookout for the classic view of the Montreal skyline. Walk to the chalet and Beaver Lake. Entrance to the park is free. Walk down the trails to the Sir George Etienne Cartier Monument. If it is a summer Sunday, you will see Tam Tams, a free drum party. Have a smoked meat sandwich for dinner at the legendary Dunnes Famous downtown, which stays open late. Day 3. Local and hipster life. Plateau and Mile End. Start the day at Mont Royal Station. Explore the Plateau Mont Royal neighborhood. Walk along Mont Royal Avenue and enter record stores and thrift shops. Take photos of the colorful Victorian houses with spiral staircases at St. Louis Square. For lunch, go to La Banquise, the Temple of Poutine. It is open 24 hours. Try the classic potato cheese and gravy or the T-Rex with ground beef. It costs about $9. Be prepared for the line. In the afternoon, walk to the neighboring district Mile End. It is the most artistic neighborhood. Visit the bagel bakeries Saint Viateur and Fairmount. Buy a hot bagel from each to compare. They are boiled in honey water and baked in a wood-fired oven. Stop by the Drogeria Fine window to grab a $5 gnocchi. Have dinner at one of the cool restaurants on St. Viateur Street. Day 4. Nature and Science. Olympic Park. In the morning, take the Green Line Metro to VO Station. Visit the Biodome. It is a fantastic living museum where you cross 4 ecosystems of the America's tropical forest, maple forest, Gulf of St. Lawrence, and sub-Antarctic islands. You see penguins, lynxes, and macaws loose. It is mandatory to book online and costs about $17. Next door, visit the Botanical Garden, one of the largest in the world. The Chinese and Japanese gardens are unmissable. In autumn, go at night for the Gardens of Light Festival. In the afternoon, go up the Montreal Tower, the tallest inclined tower in the world, using the funicular. The view is unique. See the 76 Olympic Stadium from the outside. Return downtown and have dinner at Time Out Market in the Eaton Center Mall, which brings together the city's best chefs. Day 5. Sanctuary and Market. Start the day at St. Joseph's Oratory. It is at Côte des Neiges Station. It is the largest church in Canada, at a high point in the city. Climb the stairs or take the escalator to see the view and the Chapel of Candles. Entry is free. From there, take the metro to Jean Talon Station. Visit the Jean Talon Market in Little Italy. It is a huge open-air market. Taste Quebec Cheese's iced cider and buy maple syrup directly from the producer to take home. Have lunch at the market stalls. In the afternoon, explore the Little Italy neighborhood or go to Jean Drapeau Park. There you see the Biosphere, that giant geodesic ball, and the Formula 1 circuit. Day 6. Day trip or museums. If you have one more day, take a day trip to Quebec City. Take the VIA rail train or Orléans Express bus early. The trip takes 3 hours. Spend the day exploring the walled city, the Château Frontenac, and the Petit Champlain district. It is the most European experience in the Americas. If you prefer to stay in Montreal, visit the McCord Museum of Social History or Pointe-à-Calière Archaeology Museum in Old Montreal. End the trip with a farewell dinner at a bring-your-own-wine restaurant in the Plateau, where you bring your drink and save a lot. An important tip is to buy tickets for attractions in advance. The Aura Show at the Basilica and the Biodome sell out days before. We will leave in the QR code on the screen and in the description the link to the site where we always buy tickets for the lowest price. It is the largest tour site in the world, and you buy in dollars, saving fees. Now let us talk about transportation. How to get around Montreal. To arrive, you will fly to Pierre Elliott Trudeau Airport. The best and cheapest way to leave there is the 747 bus from STM, which runs 24 hours and costs about $8. It drops you at downtown metro stations. To get around within the city, do not rent a car. It is the worst idea. Traffic is full of construction sites, orange cones are omnipresent, and parking is difficult and expensive. Also, you cannot turn right on a red light on the island. Public transport is perfect. Use the metro, which is fast, clean, and connects everything. The golden tip is to buy the unlimited weekend pass valid Friday to Monday, or the 3-day pass which costs about $15 and gives unlimited rides. The metro also connects the entire underground city. Uber works very well. Quick shopping tips. St. Catherine Street for global brands, Zara Apple, and the Simon Store. Mont Royal Avenue for vintage clothes and locals. St. Paul Street in Old Montreal for art and luxury souvenirs. Best Buy for electronics. Mandatory documentation for international tourists. To enter Canada, you need to be aware of the current rules. If you are a US citizen, you just need your passport. For other nationalities, check if you need a visa or an electronic travel authorization called ETA, which is cheap, costs $7 Canadian and comes out in minutes. Always check the updated rules with the consulate before boarding, as diplomatic rules can change. And second, travel insurance. Medical costs in Canada are extremely high, and an emergency can cost thousands of dollars. We never travel without it, and in the link in the description there is the comparator we use, which always finds insurance for half the price. And how much does it cost to eat in Montreal? A classic poutine costs $9. A smoked meat sandwich, $11. A dinner with wine in a medium restaurant, about $40. The golden tip is to eat bagels, which cost $1 each. And what to do at night? Crescent Street downtown has pubs and university excitement. Boulevard Saint Laurent is for clubs and cocktail bars. The Montreal Casino on Notre Dame Island opens 24 hours. And if you are traveling with kids, they will love Laurent Park Six Flags. In summer, the Science Center in the Old Port and the Biodome to see the penguins. If you liked this detailed itinerary, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much and safe travels.